Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get more things done in less time than others? Are you one of those people? Hi, I'm Phil Bajura from Action Coach Business Steps. And today's tip is going to be on learning how to master your time through delegation. The first step that you really need to do is to find out where you're spending your time. And the best way to do this is to actually do a time study on yourself. The time study works by every 30 minutes, and I like to recommend that you use your telephone, the timer on your telephone, to set it for 30 minutes. And then every 30 minutes, just take a few seconds to document it onto a form, what you've been doing over the, with your time in that last 30 minutes. It's quite simple to do. It only takes a second every, or a couple of seconds every 30 minutes just to record what you're doing. Now, the purpose of recording what you've been doing, and I recommend that you do this for 1 to 2 weeks, is to identify exactly where you are spending your time. So I was working with a client quite a few years ago, and this particular client had quite a large fleet of vehicles. And when he conducted his time study and came back with the results, there was one thing that really stood out, and it was that he was spending a lot of his time, actually every time that a car needed to be serviced, it needed some new tires, its registration renewed, he was the one that was actually driving the vehicle down to the providers, and that was happening on a very regular occasion. The other thing that came out of the time study was that whenever a computer or a printer broke down in the office, he was the one spending time going to fix it. So what we did is we sat down and we worked out what was the real value of his time, as in dollars per hour. So we worked out that the value of his time was well in excess of $250 per hour. And what we also identified was that those activities on servicing the vehicles, fixing computers, worth $250 an hour, or could he delegate that to somebody else at a much, much cheaper rate? It's not easy or hard to work out that, yes, you could employ a part-time or a casual person to come and take the vehicles down for servicing. He actually engaged a third-party IT specialist to come in and fix those computers and printers whenever they broke down. So what we also worked out was this actually freed up between 1 and 3 hours per week on average for that business owner. So the first step is conduct a time study on yourself. Find out where you actually are spending your time. You may get some surprises once you actually look at what you've been doing. The next thing is then learning how to delegate those tasks. And the first step in delegation is that you need to train and assist your team in what it is you actually want them to do. So whether it's a task or a project, you need to spend a little bit of time really going through exactly what you want. Once you've done that, it's important that you actually then have some sort of measurement in place so that you can actually track how progress is being made on the task or the project that you've delegated. One of the things that I also find can be the case with many business owners is that they have what I call the Superman syndrome. And what the Superman syndrome is basically no one else can do it better than I can. Think about that for a moment. Nobody else can do that better than I can. And one of the things is that as a leader, and if you really want to grow your business, one of the key things on freeing up your time has to be learning how to delegate. So first part of delegation, again, is going to be about trusting your team. So make sure that you do trust them, that they can actually do things better than what you can. And so, and that, that brings in another point here is whenever you're recruiting team members, always look to recruit somebody who is better than you are. Think about that for a moment. Recruit somebody who is going to be better than you, because this is how you will actually grow your business and transform it from good to great. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about delegation, check out Phil Bajura, Business Coach on YouTube, and look for the webinar, which is Delegating with Ease. Please reach out if there's anything that I can do to help, or if you're not quite sure where to start. So until next time, please remember to make each day the best that you can. Bye now.